The reason most of us suffer from emotional overwhelm or emotional burnout is because we see emotions as weakness. So now when we see emotions as weakness, what do? Anytime we notice anything emotional, no matter how slight it is, we suppress it. So now we let our ego take control. Now the more we suppress our emotions, they grow. Then the moment they become too much for us to suppress them, they blow out. And once they blow out, what happens? They blow out as depression, anxiety, name them. And then we become victims of our own circumstances that we created. So it's not that emotions are actually a weakness. And I keep on saying this. It is how we handle our own emotions. And here are some of the ways that you can handle big emotions. First things first, acknowledge them. Look at your emotions as a separate thing. Remind your nervous system that your emotions are actually separate from you. Label them. If it is depression, label it. This is depression. I am depressed. Then from there, once you label it, then you can know how to handle it. Like, you'll be like, now since I'm depressed, what do I do? So you focus solely on what is happening so that it doesn't overwhelm you. If you have anxiety, the same. You see these things as a separate thing. You see them as a car and you're a driver. So basically, it depends with you how you drive that car. Secondly, self-validate. My friends, anytime an emotion pops up, tell yourself it is okay. If it is anger, my friend, even if you don't know why you are angry, tell yourself it is okay. Let that emotion linger for as long as it is there. Because the more you suppress it, you don't need to suppress it. The more you suppress it, the more it grows bigger. So you need to look at yourself as a channel. You take that emotion, accept it, tell yourself it is okay that this emotion is here. Then now, let it flow. Channel it out. Thirdly, explore your emotions. Ask yourself, is this a problem that I need to solve? Are these emotions really relevant to me right now? That way you can prioritize and focus on what your system actually needs. Fourthly, process your emotions. Notice where your feelings show up in your body. How does it sound like in your thoughts? What is the sensation that you're feeling? Because emotions come to you like waves. There's a time they might come like a tsunami. There's a time they might be calm. So it is just up to you to ride on that wave. Because if you don't ride on that wave, then it's either you'll just drown. If you try fighting it or if you try suppressing it, you'll just drown in that wave. So it's just about learning how to ride on how to ride the wave. Number 5, integrate your emotions with your life. Have a conversation with your emotions. But if you're feeling like sleeping, maybe you're feeling lazy, you're feeling like you're too overwhelmed, bro, sleep, rest. If you're feeling like crying, again, you're too overwhelmed, you're feeling like crying, my friend, cry. Stop suppressing or looking for distractions so that you don't deal with your emotions. The more you do that, as I've said, they'll grow into something so big that now you can't even face it. So look at your emotions as messengers and listen to them. Lastly, self-soothe. My friends, you're in charge of your own happiness. Don't rely on anyone. If you are low, then it is up to you to get yourself out of that rabbit hole. Take a walk, go for swimming, go for a trip, go to the gym, write down, create, do anything that makes you happy so that you don't get stuck in that rabbit hole. My people, heal. Emotions are not a bad thing. It is how we handle the emotions that determine how they affect us. My people, heal.